Want smoother, brighter skin without adding another complicated step to your routine? Try Daily Microfoliant from Dermalogica. This exfoliating powder activates with water to gently polish away dull, flaky skin, leaving it feeling smoother and looking brighter. It's gentle enough to use every day, so keeping your skin looking healthy and fresh is easy. Ready to see the difference? Visit Dermalogica.com and use code SMOOTH at cart for an exclusive gift with your $65 purchase.
Lululemon's new drop of daily essentials feels like a deep breath of fresh air. Breezily is a collection of drapey pants, shorts, and tanks designed to mix and match with your wardrobe as the weather warms up. It's all made in our lightweight, stretchy Swift fabric. Throw on these everyday staples after practice and bring an airy feel to your daily moves. Shop the Breezily collection now at Lululemon.com.
This is the Weekend Check-In from the Modern Taoist with Kip Man. Join the absolutely free Modern Taoist community on Patreon at patreon.com/themoderntaoist. And now, Kip Man.
Hey, hello. Check. Hi. My microphone was not where it was supposed to be. Well, hi, and welcome to the Weekend Check-In. I have something maybe. I don't want to say I have news because it's maybe news, but I've been looking for a solution. The fine folks at Spotify have been gently pushing me to make the podcast available as video as well. And we have a lot of YouTube listeners that are frustrated, I guess, for some reason not frustrated, that's probably not the right word, but they are suggesting they wanted video as well because our podcast is on YouTube, but it's just a static, image of me with the cover there. And it has always perplexed me, and I know that I am of a certain age, and so these things are maybe a little bit above my culture knowledge pay grade, but it's always perplexed me why someone would want to see me talk. It's not like I'm doing juggling or somersaults or anything. Maybe I could. That would probably be better, but it's always kind of been like, why do you care if you see me talk? But apparently some of you do. And okay, well, I'm a moderately attractive human sometimes. I can probably pull that off. And so we are working on a way to make that happen. It's something that doing video is an added step in the process. There's more to it. It's not as easy for me to find the time, but we believe we may have a solution. And I will let you know if that happens. So here we are on the Weekend Check-In. What are we going to talk about today? Most people that find Taoism find it through ideas that are easy to pick up. Water and stillness, going with the flow. These are things that once they are explained, they make sense. And because most people already feel somewhere underneath that they're doing too much of the wrong kind of thing and not enough of the right kind of thing, right? And so people come to Taoism and then they start reading and they start exploring and experiencing and experimenting and asking questions, and they read the Tao Te Ching and they're going along and things are fine, and they get to chapter 48 and they go, what in the world? Because chapter 48 says, in pursuit of learning, every day do more. Right? Okay, that part of it they kind of get. But it also says that in pursuit of the Tao, every day you should do less. Less and less is done. And they go, wait, I don't understand. How can you learn about Taoism if you do less Taoism? So they get stuck and they worry about, what am I doing? I don't even understand this. So let me explain it to you. Let me explain what that means in chapter 48. Think about the last time you did something and it went incredibly well. Not just adequate, but genuinely very, very well. Maybe it even surprised you a little. Work that came out better than you expected. A difficult situation that worked out cleanly. The decision that you made that turned out to be the exact right one, and you made it without even any hint of stalling or deliberation. What was different about those moments? Almost every time the answer was, it happened quickly and you did less. Less self-monitoring, less performance, less background noise, less questioning yourself. Less of the, am I doing this right? How is this going to look? What happens if it doesn't work? Less of that. And there was no gap between them full of management and performance. You just did the thing. That is what chapter 48 is talking about. It's not the absence of doing, it's the absence of everything that runs alongside the doing. There's a line between two different kinds of development, and that's what chapter 48 is talking about. The modern world has almost entirely collapsed everything into one kind of development: learning. Learning is additive. You acquire skills, you acquire knowledge, you acquire experience, you acquire capability. This is straightforward and it's good, and the world runs on it. But learning, taken as the only mode of development, eventually produces a person that is just filled to the brim, full of opinions and frameworks, full of stalling, full of things that need to be sorted through before they can actually do anything. And the full person is also, in a very specific way, a closed person. There's no room for what is actually in front of them. A cup is useful if it is empty. If it is full, you can't put anything else in it, so it no longer is useful. Right? And that is the same with a person. The second kind of development moves in the other direction. It is not the accumulation of more, it is the removal of whatever is in the way. Every year of genuine Taoist practice, the person doing it will lose something. They don't lose capability. They don't lose knowledge. They lose interference. They lose the need to have a position on everything. They lose the performance of competence, the managing of how things look, rather than attending to how things are. The self-consciousness that sits between a person and their own direct experience of whatever happens. This is what losing something every day means. The Tao Te Ching isn't saying you lose your skills and your engagement. The layers that have built up between the person and the work, between the person and the people around them, between the person and their own clear insight is what you lose. When nothing is done and nothing is left undone, that is action cleared of everything. That is not the action itself. The surgeon who has done 10,000 surgeries is not doing less than the resident who has done 3. They're doing the same procedure with nothing extra attached to it. No performance of surgical confidence, no management of how the team perceives them. They just do the work. And the work, freed from all that other nonsense, becomes what it is when there's nothing in the way. The modern version of this is not a spiritual practice, it's an audit. And it starts with a question. Where in your life are you working harder than the results justify? Let me give you a real life anecdote. A parent who has dinner on the table every night, a clean house, a managed schedule, the children's activities coordinated, but who has not had a real exchange with their kids in weeks because the running of the operation has replaced the presence of being there. The doing is enormous. The thing the doing was supposed to be for has gotten buried underneath it. All right? Let's talk about a person like somebody that's been to the gym, going to the gym, 5 days a week for 2 years, and they've got the right shoes and the right program and the right protein, but they dread every session because somewhere along the way the gym stopped being about feeling better and became about being the kind of person who goes to the gym. The effort is real. The effort is the same. The original reason for the effort has now been replaced by the performance of the effort. In both of these cases, something has been added to the thing that is not the thing. The parent has had visible or has had actual household management layered on top of taking care of their kids, to the point where only the management is visible. The exercise has had identity attached to it, right? So, Chapter 48 is asking not what could be added to make it better. It's what could be removed to get it back to why you did it in the first place. The parent who drops one obligation and sits on the floor with their kids and plays cards for 20 minutes. Or the person who leaves the gym program at home and gets to the gym and just moves about freely and does the exercises they want to do. Those people are getting back into alignment. So this weekend, take in one thing in your life, not a category of things, one specific thing, and ask what is attached to it that was not there when I started. What got added along the way that has now become indistinguishable from the thing itself? That addition, whatever that is what Chapter 48 in the Tao Te Ching is asking you to put down. Chapter 48 is not an instruction to stop trying. It's an instruction to stop adding to the trying. Taoism is not asking you to know less or do less or care less. It's asking you to notice what you are attaching to the doing and get rid of it. Let it go. Let it go. Doesn't have to be dramatic, just one thing. Nothing is done and nothing is left undone. That is a description of what work looks like when you get out of your own way. Follow the show so you don't miss the full Tuesday episodes of The Modern Taoist. If we have video, I will let you know about it, and it will be obviously on Patreon. Join us over there at patreon.com/TheModernTaoist. If you're interested in private guidance, there are some slots available. You can find that on daoananda.org. That's DAOANANDA.org or .com. And if this one clarified something for you that's been sitting there, send it to somebody that might be in the same position, and I will talk to you on Tuesday with the full episode of The Modern Taoist.
Thanks for joining this weekend check-in from The Modern Taoist with Kip Man. Like, follow, and subscribe on this platform for new episodes every Tuesday. And join the free Patreon community at patreon.com/TheModernTaoist or visit us online at daoananda.com.